What written culture conveniently forgets, sometimes oral culture remembers. A very warm welcome to my community. I'm Sherwood McCaskey. As always, I'm pleased that you have joined us. Documenting our history through the voices of our people is important. That oral tradition in capturing the tones of daily life preserves cultural heritage that might otherwise be lost. And for that reason, this series, My Community, has been produced just for you. By recording these narratives, we ensure that future generations understand and appreciate the experiences that have shaped our communities. This practice not only safeguards our heritage, but also strengthens our collective identity. This evening, we start a journey through Cheapside in our historic capital, Bridgetown, discussing the rich history and the stories embedded in its roadways. Guided by a former resident who lived and moved through these streets, we will learn of his observations and experiences, bringing to life the vibrant tapestry that is Cheapside.
Well, houses, there was a whole set of houses on all two sides of the street. Right in front of the post office now was where I really grew up. That belongs to my grandparents. Webby's place. We used to do canned juice there. Yeah. In the early 60s, my grandparents brought in a canned juice mill, electrical canned juice mill, 3-phase, from England, where I had a washer, a crusher, and a grinder. When the can come out from inside of the crusher, it go into the grinder. And everything is grind to a pulp. So when it's being grind, then at that point in time, people call it gas. We used to put it in bags and sell people for manure. You could put it and it would dry down and you will get manure from that. Now, the canned juice is being sold in gallons. When the canned juice is grind and put in bottles, I as a boy used to have to carry all up in Swan Street. All up in Swan Street for people that want a gallon of canned juice. So if they get a gallon of canned juice, they take it home. Dougie's and Jeff's and those places used to buy the canned juice by the gallons. Now if the canned juice don't sell or in use, you could return it and get a fresh bottle of canned juice for the one that you return. Now, when you return it, it didn't end there. We used to have something called a Jimmy jar, a very, very big bottle that he brought in from England too, Jimmy jar, enough of them. And we used to put the canned juice that returned into the Jimmy jar. But by that time, it would have something called a valve, an exhaust valve, because the canned juice used to build gas. And when it built gas, you used to have to let go of the gas or it would blow the bottle. So you put it in there and it becomes vinegar. But by putting it inside the Jimmy jar and it becomes vinegar, you buy 2 or 3 pounds of sweet potato. I peel them and put them inside the Jimmy jar. When the canned juice is being aged to make vinegar, when you, in a year time, and you take that vinegar from that Jimmy jar and throw some on the ground, wherever part you put it, you think it is an acid, man. The best vinegar in the world is canned juice vinegar. If I had the sense that I got now, I want to get rid of that. But as you're aging, as you're getting older, you don't want to see old things. And a lot of people throw away a lot of old things that make sense today. No. We used to sell canned juice by the gallons, by the pints, or you could come and get a cupful. I used to grind the canned juice. But if you hand miss and get in the milk, you're gone. So it had a lot of security around it. No, we used to sell canned juice all through the year. All through the year. Now, cans is planted for crop, but we used to plant for sales. So we sell canned juice all through the year, and the canned juice all through the year. We got people planting now, and when that crop gone, another people plant, because canned juice is age When I say age, the cane is age. As cane get old, it get hard. The juice in the cane, juice if you let it stay too long in the cane before grinding it, it is wood. And a lot of people don't know that. The cane will get hard and you won't get as much juice from it because it's aging now, right? Now, we used to plant cane juice all through the year and grind cane all through the year. But my grandfather had a sign, Webby's Place. I still got it down there now in Cheapside, Webby's Place. Now, the cane juice of itself, when it's being grind and being sold, he had up a sign. That time the Union Jack was in place. He used to go say the Queen. So, by the Union Jack in place, he put up a system with a slogan. The Barbados yearly tonnage supply. Only when the flag is up, you can there be served. Stop in and see me. I say, well, that's cane juice. So in all these things that you come up and see, I used to have to go all over Barbados with cane juice. And I know cane juice backward. I know what cane juice will give you. Cane juice will give you vinegar and it will give you enough money. But now, because of how things gone, nobody in business with the cane juice no more. And you know, if a man got diabetes and he drink cane juice, it won't do him anything. I don't know what in the cane, but these people that you're talking about had diabetes, and these people had diabetes for a long time and drank gallons of cane juice. I had a friend of mine, which was my grandfather's friend, Mr. Wilson. This is Townsend Wilson, his father. I used to have cane juice there. He used to come and buy cane juice from us too. And he lived to be 90-something years old. My grandfather lived to be 90-something years old. My grandmother lived to be 90-something. So cane juice can give people with diabetes no problem. I don't know what in the cane juice, but cane juice is something you could drink. Although it making sugar, it is juice from the cane that make the cane juice, but it don't about the human body. It more or less like a strength from the people that I don't know. The cane was planted in St. Philip, St. John. These are people that I know. These gone now, pass on. But these people that used to bring the cane from the country down for to plant. So the cane juice was a good thing. People used to call it cane juice. Some people call it liquor. Some people call it all kinds of things. But my grandparents used to call it a tonic. The Barbados yearly tonnage supply only when the flag, that the Union Jack flag, is up, can there be served. No, he had a shop there, and only this week, by what I really raised, I see it demolished. Which is the place they call Temple Yard. That used to belong to my grandparents, that before they born, and that's when they have the building. I was stand from there and see the harbor, see the trucks going across these big boulders and concrete and all that, and there was filling up the space of Pelican Island to make all in there, we call reclaimed land. All the way by Bastan is reclaimed land. All down through there by, I used to have a place called Coal Depot. There's a little business there now. It might be this place as right on the sign. And my son is sell flowers there too as well. That had a road called Seaview Lane. You could stand from Seaview Lane and see the sea. See Pelican Village. That was a road, a little track. You can drive, just had 2 pieces of iron to the top. You could just walk down through there and go straight to Pelican Island. I born and see the Barbados transform from the time I was a little boy to now, even up to Broad Street. I used to go to Goddard Food Fair and buy cheese. They used to bring New Zealand cheese at that time. I don't know if they still bring it. Goddard Food Fair. They used to call it the Ice House, but it was Goddard Food Fair. I get big, then I learned trade at City Garage. And at City Garage, they had a section of City Garage used to do electrical work called GEC, right in front of the YMCA. This is before it burned down, because all they got burned down. The Goddard Food Fair, I met a gentleman there, he passed away now. He was a Goddard, going there to buy cheese. Richard Goddard, a good man. He used to come by me and buy cane juice too. I used to go to him and buy cheese and so on. But after Goddard sold, I don't know if he sold it to Nova Scotia, but Nova Scotia take over the building, lick it down, and build Nova Scotia Bank there. That is how Nova Scotia Bank got there. Now, when Nova Scotia Bank got there, as I was working at City Garage, doing mechanic work, I was specialized in Volkswagen, because I like Volkswagen. I was working at City Garage doing Volkswagen, fixing Volkswagen. That even sent me to, on a course in Volkswagen engineering, which is Germany. And I was there for a little while. When I come back home, I went, as I say, I learned trade at City Garage in front of the YMCA. And GEC had the contract to do electrical work at Nova Scotia building. I was privileged to be the little boy that put the transformer down in the same Nova Scotia Bank on Broad Street. So you see everything working. I worked with Goddard buying trees. Goddard worked with me buying cane juice. And then Goddard Fulfill moved from there and went down Kensington. This is Fonty Bell. And I was with them all the time till Mr. Richard Goddard moved from there, because he used to live in Fonty Bell too. He moved from there and went to a place called the Bleak in St. Peter. And I was his friend till he passed. I used to go to the Bleak and look for him. But we was to even take up a book about Cheapside. But he passed on, had problems with his feet and passed on then, so that never really come to it. But I could tell you about all of Robert Street, Broad Street, everything right now. Now, in saying that Plantation Limited was a place in that area, we used to, them used to sell wood, nails. It was a hardware store, Plantation Limited. And to the back of Plantation Limited is a road, but the road used to, the trucks used to go and line up there to get the lumber to carry to the country. And the lumber and the coals and all the things, they placed the name Becker's Black Cat. A lot of people don't know where Becker's Black Cat really is, or ever hear about that. And then further out was Charles McInerney. It's still there now. Well, it might double bar or something, but if you walk there, you will see it got a long ramp. The cars used to store upstairs there. And the showcase used to be downstairs of that place. But years ago, I would say that it was a better time. Barbados Foundry, I know all about that. The pattern shop and all that, I know all about inside there. Inside of that was the cotton factory, which used to make something called coconut oil. Nothing so don't happen now. Coconut oil used to be there. Right in front, that was Courtesy Garage too, which is the place that sell the batteries and all them there now, tires. Foundry was what I call an engineering place. They used to make, you see the same cane juice mills or grinders, they used to make them if them break. I put them in the pattern shop, which is San and a man by the name, can't remember his name, but Spanky. He from the Greenfield, we call Gizro too. He was a real good welder. He used to work inside of there. And he worked in the biscuit factory to the foundry. He passed on, all the internet is gone. But them was good engineers too.
The proficiency of Barbadian men who, despite lacking formal engineering training, executed their task with exceptional skill and dedication. This reflection takes us to an era when individuals took immense pride in their work, embodying a commitment to excellence that defined our communities. Now, in those days, if there were confrontation, this was typically resolved through mild means, contrasting to today. This approach underscores a period characterized by a strong sense of community and, of course, mutual respect, where disputes were settled swiftly and relationships mended promptly.
Years ago, I would say that it was a better time than this time. We used to have no shooting. A man would hit you with a rock, a man would curse you, Okay, they used to got enough characters in town too. He used to draw a circle. If someone say he was a seaman, he would draw a circle, north, south, east, and west. And he would stay up there, it's called Bingzi. And they said too, I understood that he's the first man that was at the hospital, criminal hospital mortuary. He's the first man at the hospital mortuary. I understand that. I don't know if it's so. And it used to be like jokes. Yeah, had like a man used to walk slow. He used to call it not slow, man. I can't remember his name, but he used to walk very, very, very slow. And easy boy. When you see he walking, he used to move like if something winding and trying to unwind. Slow, you know, being the boy. And then I had gearbox. Gearbox used to have a Morse car and a long, long piece of cord. Come to the window. He the first man had automatic start, man. And he would put it in neutral and go from here down to the wall. And then you hear, he just pulled the string. And it would start up. And he would bolt up like a kite and come and get them going. So you had people, that's the kind of sport, you know, coming up. It was something that you would have to be in it to see it, man. Yeah, I had King Dale too. Well, King Dale was a man from Chapman. He was from around the area. And a man by the name of Mr. Fowler. He passed too. He used to live to the bottom of Seaview Lane. And King Dale used to go and get his suits make down there free. He didn't have to pay for them. The same man, Mr. Fowler, used to make his suits free. Right there, facing the Pelican Island. But it wasn't like how it is now. It was a road cross there, but all they know is Bastan and all kind of stuff. But King Dale was one of those characters. But King Dale really come from the Bayland. Yeah, he came from Free Place, Bayland. King Dale came from Free Place, Bayland, and went into Chapman Lane. Because I had 3 kings in the Bayland. King Dale, King Farouk, and King Kong. No, all these kings come in Bayland. So I know all of them. I used to live in the Bayland too. So I know all these people. But characters of those days, I witnessed Mistress Motley married at St. Mary's Church. It was a Saturday evening. And I had carpet run from the churchyard, from the church door, right carpet, right out to the road. And that was a sight to see. And some little children, they call flower girls, really nice. I know Mr. E.D. Motley now, which is Mayor Motley, grandfather, the mayor of Bridgetown at that point of time. His office was in the Bridgetown City Council. And the Bridgetown City Council is where you used to go and license, first license place, license your car, license your bicycle. And at the side of it, the first polyclinic I know too. There's a bench and the doctor's inside the office, right in the same building. And you will go in there and you would tell you you're feeling good. And I know them giving you castor oil, milk of magnesia. Them the most 2 things you used to get. Because when you get them, you know you're going to get better. Wherever you go, purge out. Wherever you go, purge. So they're giving you these things to use. Anyhow, I witnessed all these. They make the whole country transform. There's no more plantation limited there now. And where there was plantation limit now is COB. Now, the Lower Green come out from Christmas time. Nice trees with enough lights. Because you see the evening, going to Christmas Day, used to got choir, people singing from all over the place. Really nice, man. Nothing so like it don't happen no more. Everything like it done. Lower Green, call it the Lower Green. Right in front of the same Bridgetown City Council. This was the mayor office. This was the same polyclinic you go and get your milk and magnesia and castor oil and so on. Motley KK gives the uniform for the poor, you know, for the city. People that's in the city that poor will go and get KK from there, or uniform for the girl children, or you could go in the park and get a thing from the government, and you go in the park and get that. Years ago too, you used to go in the park and get food. Yeah, we call it park food. Cook soup. Anybody could go once them poor and you got that little slip and get something to eat. them is things that I would like to see come back, because them is things, even cane juice, when they do the cane juice testing, the place that, right City Park too, 4H Club, I think it's something like that, then used to have cane juice in there for the cold cane juice, man. You could get food and go and get cane juice. So all of these things that I witnessed as a boy coming up. Christmas morning in Queen's Park too, the same thing. I remember as a little boy, 7 years old, I built a house for exhibition. I won first prize. Had in louvers, light, inside painting pink, outside painting grey, trim with white. And you should see this thing. When the rest came home, they used to call me Blue. Blue, your house win first prize, man. When they went in the park, it gave me goosebumps because I see my bare flowers and things from the little house. Yeah. So I was always a gifted man in that area, in that field. So I like, in my time coming up, was nice.
Recalling the pride he felt upon winning the first prize for constructing a toy house, which was on display here at the exhibition in Queen's Park. Now, this achievement not only highlighted his skills, but also underscored the significance of community events in nurturing local talent. Now, Queen's Park has also been the backdrop to summer events. Notably, in October 1970, severe flooding in Barbados caused by heavy rains from a tropical disturbance led to a tragic event. The contrasting event at Queen's Park serves as a reminder of the range of experiences that shaped our community's history.
I don't want to talk about that. A friend of mine got killed in there. A friend of mine, two friends of mine, Chatberry or Wallace. Huh?
In Queen's Park?
In Queen's Park. They drowned in the park, man. Wallace, I understood. Wallace, Chatberry dropped in the water. The water must be about 20 feet. Them can swim. Wallace or Chatberry went to hold one another, and they died with the hands holding one another. So that's how they say that. They, what happened? The water came down from St. Joseph. Bring down pigs, toilets, half a house, galvanized. And they had a gentleman who was a police. His job was diving and learning people to swim. We just left the power bank all there by lights. He had a little boat. Tried to save a man working at Martin Doley, Ram. And he said he had $4,000 inside the van, so he didn't want to leave it. And when he tried to save that $4,000, the water come down low, then it come down and get high, and he's still in the van. The van now, they floating right there by in front of the globe. That piece that you see the thing, that was a one straight road, but he was in front of that, and he can go the van now, cause galvanizing the thing, peeling in the water. The man that I remember his name was Lorenzo Bess. He was the man that was diving and trying to get the man. A man said, "Boy, you can dive, boy. See this water living, man." I hear a man saying so in big glove steps. You can dive, but that water living. You can't get across there with that water. Left that man, he's an idiot. He was in there where he could have walked. And now he waiting till the water gets so high in the bag, till you turn over and thing. And they had a part there that if you go across leave Carlton Village and come down the road by the gas station, that section was a big drop because they go inside there, and all there was trouble, man. I lived to see all that. So a lot of people will hear that, but they think I make it rainfall for about 5 or 6 days. The rainfall about 5 or 6 days, but drizzle, and everybody paid no mind. So then they wake up in the morning now and find the whole of Robert Street, the whole of Queen's Park, the whole there by the Globe, there by the bridge thing, we call it Bridge Road, cross by Lights too, coming across, Kelly Park, all there the full of water, up to the rim. And it's sad to see, because you never see so much water yet. That the Corinage and the park water was one. So you can imagine how it did. And inside the park, you see past the where part had the agrifest and all that. You can see the ground. And that's where part Chalkberry and Wallace drowned. After the water went down, they start finding things like, people start walking 2 days after. People start, because water stand long before it moves. People start, that is why I feel that they should put a bus stand back there by the thing. That will always sink. But people don't recognize that. That them back and put a bus stand there and drive piles and all that. But that will always break record. They never take the whole thing. They just drive piles by the side. Years ago too, they used to do something called, they had a big machine, used to clean out inside there. A big machine take out all the mud and debris from the bottom of the thing. I don't see that so happen no more. That so don't happen now. You sludge in the bottom of the thing. If it was 20 feet now, it's only about 6 feet. Because nothing is doing. Even inside the bridge, the place there, the swing bridge, we're part of the bridge. I live to see the bridge even demolished. A gentleman by the name of Captain Carlo bring a sailboat from St. Vincent inside the same careenage and pull it down and fish it up, and he called it Jolly Roger. That's how the Jolly Roger come about. Captain Carlo was my friend. He is who bring the Jolly Roger, and the man that who fixed the ship right that fixed the Jolly Roger is the man that had a little bend back. He used to call him Never Doubt, and he is who fixed the Jolly Roger for Captain Carlo. And that's how the Jolly Roger come about. Well, the Bajan Queen was a different thing. The Bajan Queen come about with tall ships. And a man by the name of Austin Atwell, he had a little small Jolly Roger boat. I used to call it Jolly Roger boat, but he used to call that Captain Patch. I don't think you hear about Captain Patch. But Captain Patch was a boat like the Jolly Roger. And then he joined with the Jolly Roger, Captain Patch and the Jolly Roger, and then the Billy have a master.
And for these reasons, my community has been produced to capture and preserve the rich tapestry of our shared experiences, ensuring that the voices of our people resonate through time. By documenting our history through personal narrative, we honor our cultural identity and provide future generations with a window into the lives and stories that have shaped our communities. And this series stands as a testament to the power of storytelling, bridging the past and present, and reinforcing the bonds that unite us. I'm Sherwood McCaskey. Do take good care of yourself and look out for the interests of your neighbors.